Hey guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV. I'm Jarrell and we are back with the episodes of the OA. We're getting close to the end with 2 episodes left, so this is the penultimate episode of Season 2, Episode 7. We're just going to get straight on with it. The last episode was pretty much focused around all of our guys back in the original universe, trying to convince BB-8 that she should be ready to now see if she can cross over. She wanted to go and visit her uncle, but unfortunately in the midst of all of that happening, no one saw the warning signs from Jesse, and he's now dead. They're on the run. The police, the FBI, God knows who else is going to be looking for him now, because it does appear as though it is a cult to the outside world looking in. Her sister is going to have called the police, and this FBI agent gets called by one of them, and he mentions at the end something to do with what is a home. I didn't quite understand the full context of things. I'm expecting us to possibly go back to the alternate dimension here. Anyway, we're just going to carry on and let it tell us, because we are getting close to the end. So, sit back, relax. This is episode 7. There's not going to be anything in here, is there? You came in from the other way. Perfect.
What's up? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You took me out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Do you know how long it took me to get there? To get that far?
You were dying.
You each have dangerous levels of mercury sulfide in your blood.
Wow.
990 ppm for Mr. Washington, and for Miss Uzaki, approaching 3,000. You were poisoned. According to Environmental Health Services, it's a naturally occurring gas emanating in the area.
Roscoe must have known about the mercury sulfide.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not. There's a spring under the house. It's been there for centuries. It's where the vapors come from.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Anybody who's this far in the puzzle knows it.
You know, even if he didn't know about the gas, he saw all those kids cracking up.
He's crowdsourcing. He wants us to solve the house.
Solve what?
The house. Figure out what it is, how it works.
Yeah, it's a big puzzle.
Get to the rose window. I'm going back in there.
You're gonna die in there, or you're gonna lose your mind. All those kids that cracked up, that was from overexposure.
So what am I supposed to do out here? Now that I know if I can get to the rose window, I can see the truth.
I'll be at my desk all day. Call me if you need something.
It's been trashed.
They must have come in at night when Bobby was working.
Yep.
They were looking for something.
For what?
I don't know. My father used to say that the best place to hide something is in plain sight.
Yeah, that makes sense. She keeps saying that damn thing. You look at whatever it is, they didn't find it. It's a damn flash drive.
I was blinded by the bright lights. The lights were everywhere. It was her and not her. And Hap didn't call her away. He called her Bryn or something. There were cameras in the air above him. Hap called out to someone, but his voice was different. Spoke with a British accent.
Rachel DeGrazzo isn't at Perkins.
No.
I called. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Rachel's dead. What? She cut her throat.
Where's the body?
Fuck. No, it's okay. It's okay. You're just having trouble navigating the line between what's real and what isn't.
What's right and wrong, you
It's an
mean?
occupational hazard.
Green,
What happened? Where have you been?
I fell asleep in a park. So I'm sorry I lost you in the house. I heard the sound. I thought it was you, or maybe... But then it was a tree, and it just...
We were poisoned by vapors from under the house.
I think I found something important.
Yeah, we need to know what's on it.
We started in a pure place with your idea. I'm out, Nina. I'd like to think this isn't my fault.
I know the person you call Michel Vu, but as a young man, as Buck Vu.
She's trans?
He is.
What else do you remember?
It isn't what I remember from here. It's what I know from
Somewhere
someplace
else.
But my consciousness suppressed Nina, so I haven't had access to her memories. If I could just get Nina to come up, she knows things I don't know.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, you know? If Nina had the USB drive when you arrived, then how did it come to be in your hands now?
I don't know how this works. She comes out in flashes.
Oh, how convenient.
Kareem, listen to me. I'm telling you the truth.
He's been too clinical with this.
I'm asking you to imagine that reality is stranger and more complicated than you or I could possibly know.
I'm calling the cops. Made a big mistake breaking you out of that asylum. If you won't get off my boat, I'll have you forcibly removed. Until I find a body, I'm still on this case.
She looks crazy.
You're fine, and truth is I have no right to keep you.
You just want to keep Renata here because you need someone who knows the movements.
I'm done with the movements, all of it. Should have you processed and out of here by the end of the day tomorrow. I would like, before you leave, help me with an experiment.
Let Renata go, too. You let her go, I'll be your lab rat. One last time.
Find the birds are there. She's dead.
This has photographic evidence of the murder of Dr. Rhodes. It also has a video of the missing girl, Michelle Vu. Both tracked to Pierre Ruskin.
Really?
You enjoy drinking too much. You enjoy smoking too much. You used to dance on my tables and break them. But when you started making performances from your own dreams, you bring me many customers.
Yeah.
You make this place a sensation.
Remember, the memories of the body are inside her.
Of course.
So she's
I
travelled
can suppress
back
the
again?
consciousness of the body that hosts me. That would be vicious. I integrate.
I think that Nina knows things. I have to understand to expose Hap so Homer will come to his senses and we can get away.
You can't escape him. Like a cosmic family. You, Hap, and Homer, you belong within the same constellation.
So the events in one dimension
affect the other dimensions around it.
How?
They echo. When people meet, and the story between them is strong, it echoes in nearby dimensions.
Michelle begins playing the game that will lead her to Nina's house. Everything is connected.
I have given Hap something. I only gave it to him so I could give you something. If you want to rescue Homer, you must first free Nina Asarova. Why should Dr. Roberts do what you yourself will not? If you integrate with Nina, you will become whole.
Buried her somewhere deep in your mind. She wants to come out. She's knocking at the door of your dream.
Post crash.
You didn't do anything the way I thought you would. But when you broke Nina out of the asylum, not only violating your professional code of ethics, but committing a felony, I thought, this man will do anything. Yes, I've seen that video many times.
Yeah, what happened to Michelle Vu?
Honestly, I don't know.
Dr. Rhodes sends Nina hard evidence exposing your crimes. A few days later, Nina's confined to a mental ward and Dr. Rhodes is dead. It's pretty simple, right? Because when I left her house, her body was still warm. How exactly do you know she killed herself?
You don't have the why, Mr. Washington.
That house.
Ah, the haunted house on Nob Hill. Your hypothetical jury's gonna love that. Come with me. I promise I'm not one to waste a man's time.
Set me up.
He said you find my granddaughter.
Your granddaughter's right here.
Well, she's there.
Michelle is still in the house. You said you find her.
That's all there is. That's the end.
A tunnel the size of a coffin, a curved double-sided staircase, and a rose window. But after a while, all the dreamers that dreamed of those three things began to dream of a fourth thing.
Which was?
Do you know what it was? It was a man's face. So I flew in all the best police sketch artists from around the world, brought them to Curie.
Makes sense. Your artists are any good. You? Why?
I don't know what it wants to show you, but I have a feeling it's akin to what the astronauts saw when they looked at Earth from the moon. It's an overview.
Remember that?
Tell Dr. Percy Nina Asarova is here to see him.
And the accent's back. Okay, guys, that was episode 7, and I am going to freely admit that this season, since about episode 4 or 5, has me watching events that are taking place, and for some reason, I don't know why, I'm not piecing it together at all. I have no clue what is going on. Why would you see his face? What's he going to do with this? I mean, I expect we will find out, but I can't make any guesses as to reasons why and what he has to do with this. The traveller woman, how's she back? When did she arrive back? How did she get back? What happened to the body? No idea. Not explained. Not said. Not told. What was the thing coming out of his ear with the flower on it? And him eat what? I don't know. I don't know. For 2 episodes in a row now, I have cut the review at the end short because I don't have anything to tell you to talk about that I gained from the episode that I have an understanding of. And once again, I'm in the same bloody position. We have 1 episode left, and it's probably going to be an extended review if I understood it. Because at this point, I don't understand it at all. And if what this traveller woman says is true, that everything's interconnected, that if you are connected to a person strongly for whatever reason in one dimension, that is what happens in another dimension, so it's all linked. So if that's the case and you are surrounded by the same people in each dimension, what's the bloody point? That means you have no free will. That means you are inextricably linked to not necessarily repeating the same life, but being around the same people and being a part of a group of people, whether you like them or not. I mean, she hates Hap. We know why she hates Hap, but you're telling us that she's inextricably connected to him and that she has to keep him close? What? I am confused beyond belief. By the time we got to the end of season 1, it all started to fall into place, and halfway into the last episode, I was like, yeah, I saw where all this was leading now. I really hope they do this in the season finale, which is next, because if they don't give me more of an explanation, I'm going to come away from the end of this season just completely perplexed. I'm going to leave it at that. Right, this will be available over on Patreon and YouTube members. As always, link will be in the description, or you can click on the join button as normal. We'll be back with episode 8, which is the season finale, next week, just before Christmas holidays and New Year. So obviously I will get that in before Christmas and we can finish out the season and finish out the series, because there was only 2 seasons that were made, and I really hope I get a lot of answers, because at the moment I'm kind of not getting any. Please, I keep reading the comments. Post your comments down below what I should be gleaming from this, what I should be understanding from this, because all of our brains work differently, and the type of storytelling or shows or TVs or books or movies or whatever it is that you're into is kind of linked to how your brain works, whether you have a methodical brain or, you know, whether you think with your left side or your right side. And a lot of things for me need to make empirical sense and technical sense and have a start, a middle and an end. And if they don't, they need to be able to show why one thing is linked to another. And at the moment, I'm really struggling with this. I find interdimensional time travel and dimensions in sci-fi shows relatively easy to understand. But this, no, not at all. I found things like Dark and Lost and numerous other things about temporal time displacements and time travel and interdimensional travel and the past and the future and the present all being inextricably linked, and one can effectively, you can get cause before effect. But this is leaving a lot to you working stuff out yourself, and I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good at that. Right, that will do for now. I will see you for the season finale next, guys. So until then, thank you a lot for watching. Like I said, post your comments down below and let me know the stuff I should be taking from this, because I have no one else to explain it to me. You guys are the people who explain it to me. I'm here on my own. So I just come away confused. Right, see you for the next one, guys.